Fighting talk back again. I'm delighted to be joined by Reece McEwan. Reece, of course, I'm delighted to be joined by you, but not necessarily the way that would want to be. Speaking, of course, you'd be wanting this after having your hand raised, but it wasn't to be this week. How's the injury first? And I know you've disclosed what it is, but for people who maybe haven't seen, can you sort of tell us about it?
Yeah, so obviously I couldn't fight tonight. I've got a staph infection on my leg. Be fighting it for like the last 6 days. Unfortunately it's still there, and medically I would never got cleared for the fight, and my coaches as well said there was absolutely no way they would let me fight so compromised. So in hindsight, it was a very smart decision by them. Like I said, there would be no way it would have been clear for today. But still, there was a part in the back of my head that at the time, like, I'll just push through it, I'll just ignore it. But that's what coaches and that's what cage warriors and stuff like that are for, to oversee decisions, because I'd be very silly making the wrong decision.
Can you give us a sort of timeline of how things played out? Because the last thing you want to do is pull out on a fight week, but that has happened this week. But can you give us a timeline of everything happening?
Yeah, absolutely. So Saturday morning I woke up, I had a wee lump on my shin, and I thought, small lump, small bit of redness, and I knew what was coming. I knew that could get really bad. Taking ibuprofen, and I thought, oh, that's fine, it's okay. So Sunday morning, I had a really restless sleep over the night, and I felt my leg like pulsing, like my whole leg was swollen with fluid, and I barely slept. I thought, I'm going to need to go in A&E, get this checked out. 7 in the morning I went to A&E. They gave me antibiotics, gave me flucloxacillin and said it'll calm down. So I'm like, yes, brilliant. So I didn't tell anybody, because I thought it's going to calm down. Right, brilliant. Throughout the day, I started feeling cold, started feeling sick. But again, I was quite ignorant to it. I was like, I'm just going to ignore that. That's not happening right now. And then I went to the shops, walking about the shops about 6:30 that night, and my leg is in agony, like walking about. I thought, this is not good. I went back up to A&E. So at this point, I already had 3 courses of the flucloxacillin. And I went back to A&E, and they're like, yeah, like, you're going to need to, like, you're no way you're fighting, blah, blah, blah. Gave me all the bad news and stuff I didn't want to hear. I'm still like, you don't know what you're talking about, right? And then I went home, and I've just felt this sick feeling in my stomach. I thought I need to tell my coaches. They told me I have to tell cage warriors, and like ultimately they were like, there's no way you're going to be able to fight. You could make a miraculous recovery tomorrow morning, but at the end of the day, the chances of that are very slim. And looking at me today, like, my shin's got a wee hole in it, and there'd been no way I'd have made it today. So Sunday night, took cage warriors, and they were like, there's no way you're fighting. We'll get a replacement for your opponent, just you heal up, and you're welcome to come down and enjoy the weekend, enjoy the night, the fights and stuff like that. So here I am. I could have sat at home and been sad, or I could be involved in the show and be motivated. So that's why I'm here.
Look, there's a lot of 135ers dodging about the place tonight. Yeah. I'm sure you're going to have your eye on that now co-main event with Daan and Nathan.
Yeah.
How do you see that one playing out? And I mean, the winner of that, is that what you're looking for?
That was the thing. I was like, right, okay, accepted the fact I'm not fighting, no problem. Fight card comes out, co-main event. I thought, right. But yeah, you know what, at the end of the day, that's not my fight anymore. That's Dan's fight, that's Nathan's fight. Big respect to both of them for taking each other in 5 days' notice. I will be closely watching, but ultimately I don't really care about, I'll just be watching because they're in my division, to be honest. I honestly don't care what's next for me. I want a fight in July. Ian Dean, my manager, Cage Warriors, they'll come together, they'll offer me an opponent, they give me a date, and I accept the fight. So Cage Warriors can worry about the opponent. Me, I'll just eye up the whole division and see who's next.
No, I'll let you go very soon. Just last one, just so you can go back and enjoy your night. I know we talk about it every time, but the fans that are down. I mean, you're not fighting yet. You've still got a busload of people down, and we've just been told they got caught on fire as well.
Yeah, right. Okay, so here's another story. So, like, again, over 100 people travelling from Scotland down to Manchester, a ridiculous support. So, unfortunately, I had to tell them that I wasn't able to fight. I was pulling out the fight, but I did say that I'm coming down if you want to still enjoy the show together. So over 100 people coming down, you would expect, right, Reece isn't fighting, I'm not going down. 40 odd people are still coming down to the show. Like, that's probably more than what a lot of people have sold in tickets. So the fact that they're coming down just to support, just to enjoy the night with me, speaks volumes. It's absolutely incredible. And to top it all off, on the way down here, their bus caught on fire. So they were stuck at a service. It got a police escort to a service station, an hour and a half wait, and they still made the trip down. So if that doesn't speak volumes, then I don't know what does.
Look, they're all down now. I'll let you go. You can go and see them. But Reece, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. This is the first time I'll see them with my top on, probably.
Speedy recovery as well.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank everyone for the kind words and all the positive messages. And July, I'll be back and get another one under my belt.
Yeah, thank you very much.